Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to start a new series on my YouTube channel here, and it's going to be course reviews. Now, the course that I've chosen for this week, because this is still early access technically, the only course that I've seen that's been created is by the beloved B101 and his design of West Yarra Golf Club, which is a sequel or semi-sequel to South Yarra, which was a course he made in 2K21. I didn't actually play the first one. I didn't do much playing in 2K21, but I'm hoping to change that here in 2K23. I want to play a little bit more and see other people's courses, and I thought it would be fun because by no means am I a course design expert, or do I claim to have any kind of knowledge as to actual course design. I just love designing courses in this game. I love designing golf holes, and I love golf course architecture as a whole. But I think having the perspective, I played professional golf for the last 4 years, and I was the NCAA champion in 2018. So I've played a lot of golf courses. I estimate, I can't quite be sure, but I estimate I've played around 500 courses in real life, and that by no means makes me an expert in golf course design, but I think I have a unique perspective that maybe could be interesting to some of you. I think it could be fun for the designer too, because the designer gets to hear some unfiltered feedback from somebody who's played a lot of golf, and maybe it'll be interesting to them, maybe it won't be. And I know B101, I mean, he's a legend in golf course architecture in this game, so this one won't be as much going into my thoughts, maybe negatively, maybe more of just in awe of this course or in awe of the layout, but that's kind of the plan with my course review series. Is I just want to get in there and I want to react to some people's courses and see what they've played and shed some light maybe on some newer designers to the game, and I really want to focus on courses that really catch my eye or that I think deserve maybe a little bit more exposure. So let's get right into it. This is his West Yarra golf course, like I said, and I'm playing it on pro difficulty and I'm playing it on pin 3. And yeah, let's just go in and let's take a look at this golf course. The first hole, 336-yard par 4. I really love short par 4s. I love the bunker work here. I think they look really natural, and this has been one of my complaints in this game for a long time, is how difficult it is to make these bunkers look realistic. And like, you can see where they kind of have these wavy lines, but there's nothing you can do. I mean, that's as good as it's going to get. And to still have this steep of a face in the bunkers, it's really impressive. So his bunkering is obviously second to none. It's really, really nice. It looks awesome. But as for the hole design, so I'm looking here. Let's get into this menu here, because it looks like there's about 40 yards, 50 yards, so 256, and it runs out at about 300. So there's definitely room to land a tee shot here, but if I'm playing this hole in real life, I'm probably never challenging this bunker. It's too tight of an area, because if you're hitting something that needs to carry 250, it's likely going to be 3-wood. I don't know that my 3-iron would cover it. It might have a chance downwind, but into the wind like it is today, or slightly into the wind, there's just no way. So I'm looking at that, and then if I hit 3-wood, I mean, on a course like this, this is supposed to be Australian Sandbelt, I believe, is what he said in his post. I think it would be pretty firm and fast, so it'd be really tough to fit it into this area. And that neck up there that's right in front of this spot, I think that would be really difficult. It'd be asking a lot to get driver into there. That's just too tight of an angle. So I think I would probably play it out here, and it looks like this is the fairway to another hole. I would probably play it out here, give myself a little bit better angle into this green. So I'm going to play it over here, and I might even hit 3-wood, because you're still going to have a wedge in your hand. It's only 336, so I think 3-wood is probably the play, and just play it out over to this side. And yeah, I think this gives you a good angle into the green, and I mean, you still have 107 yards, so it's a pretty short hole. There's no real reason to get it up into here, and besides, if you have a chip over this little hump, that's going to be kind of an awkward chip anyway. So I would definitely lay this one out over to the side, give myself this long angle into the green where I can just have a wedge in my hand. This would be a pretty simple shot into this green, and you wouldn't have to take on all the unnecessary risk of bringing these bunkers into play and leaving yourself that awkward 40-yard bunker shot. So yeah, we got a wedge in our hands. Let's try and get this close. And I've been really struggling in this game. I don't know what you guys think. The game comes out tomorrow. Man, I have played this game very poorly up to this point, so I'm hoping I can improve a little bit as we go along here. I'd like to be able to play a little bit better while I do these course reviews. Oh wow, that really rolls to the left. That's crazy. The greens really run out in this game is the other thing that I've noticed. Like, well, once they get going, in the other games, you can almost stop your ball on some of these yellow slopes. In this game, they will not stop. They just keep rolling. So I find that interesting. I don't know if that's how they intended for it to play, but that's definitely the way it does play. Oh, and I've left it to the left. Ugh. I'm playing on pro, too. I'm trying to shoot a good score for this video, but that was a bad start. All right, number 2. Par 3 here. Interesting how he has the greens going right into the bunkers. I think that's pretty typical of this kind of course. I've never played in Australia. I've never had any experience over there, so I don't quite know, but that bunker going straight up to the green is very interesting. I actually didn't even know that you could like have the green right next to the bunker. But yeah, if your ball rolled off the green, it's going straight into the sand. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, so very small front section here, and then it goes back to a bigger section. And I'm probably playing this just at the center of the green. And if I was doing this in real life, I would definitely be taking one club more and just accepting that if I did hit it back to here, I'd have a putt down this hill. I don't know that I'd want to be playing it. I think the widest part of the green is actually up here into the middle of the green. So I'm probably aiming this shot here, but this is a really tricky shot. From 162 yards, like that's a very tight area to hit it into. See, I hit these fasts all the time. It's so frustrating. I don't know why I do it. I can't figure it out. I'm really struggling with this game. All right, I'll take that chip. Oh my goodness. This couldn't be going any worse. +2 through 2. B101's got my number early on this course. All right, yep, another sub 400 yard par 4. I think sub 400 yard par 4s are where you can have the most interesting holes. I really do like those holes. I think they're the best for design. Because once you start getting too long, then it just takes some of the strategy element out of play, and you can't really hit shots and get rewarded for maybe making the smart play. You just have to step up and hit good shots, and that's not always the most strategically rewarding, I guess. But yeah, I think I would play this tee shot right about into here. I would hit 3-wood. I carry 3-wood about 275, so I would probably hit it into here. And yeah, you can definitely take on this corner a little bit. I don't know that I would play it all the way out to here. This would be a little bit too far back for my liking on a hole like this, because that would still leave you about 160 in. I'd want to be trying to give myself a wedge in my hand, so I'd definitely be playing it up into here. And another green that funnels right into the bunker. Diabolical. But yeah, plays up 8 feet. So I'm probably playing this in here, and I'm probably going right at this pin. I think this pin is far enough to the right that I wouldn't be too concerned about playing this away from this edge of the bunker over here. But I would definitely be playing it a little bit long. I'd be trying to land it up into here and give myself a putt from this side of the hole coming back. Take this front bunker out of play. You wouldn't really want to be here because it looks like it's sloping away from the bunker as well. So it's a tricky pin, and you definitely want to be long of this pin. There's still the fat. I can't believe it. Oh, this game is so frustrating. I don't understand. Doesn't make any sense. Why is he fist pumping? Come on, man. You just pulled a gap wedge 40 yards. Alrighty. Well, 62 feet was not quite what I would have wanted with a gap wedge in my hand, but let's see if we can get this one close. Okay, not too bad. Alright, I have to make a par. Come on. Thank you. Alright, here we go. Moving in the right direction. Oh, here's your long par 4. And yeah, see, you can see that the fairway is much wider than those other 2 holes that were sub 400, which is what you definitely should be doing, in my opinion, on holes like this. And then he's got a big green up there as well, it looks like. Let's see if I can get up there and take a peek at it. And yeah, you can see how big this green is. There's tons of different swales in it. There are lots of areas. And you can see how it kind of bowls in, too. Helps the player if they miss the green a little bit to the left or to the right. it's going to kick that ball back in towards the green. So definitely makes sense on a longer hole like this to have a bigger green. All right. So I'd be playing driver just into the middle of the fairway, just trying to get it up here in short grass. So right about on this spot here. Leaves a little bit worse of an angle, but I don't think it's worth taking on those bunkers on the right. There'd be no reason to get it close to those fairway bunkers. All right, so this is up 7 feet. I'd be playing this more towards the middle of the green from 187 yards, or from 200 yards. You definitely want to be playing this more over to the center of the green. If the ball gets lucky and rolls over to the pin, that's great, but there's no reason to really take on a pin like this. You don't want to bring these bunkers into play, make your life harder than it needs to be on a 501-yard par 4. If you make par on this hole, you're doing just fine. Wow. I mean, what am I doing? I don't get it. This game is so frustrating. I've played it a little bit, and I've just been getting my butt kicked. I don't understand how it's just not translating at all from the other game. It's very frustrating. Look at how far that went. I mean, I think the short game is a little bit more realistic in this game. I think it does a good job of... it doesn't spin too much. Like, it definitely wouldn't spin. It used to kind of spin in the other game, and I don't think a shot like that would spin too much, especially on a green like this. But I think this game's a little bit more realistic with the short game. I think the short game's a little bit trickier, which is good. I think that's a good change. Please. Oh, come on. Okay. Another bogey to add to the collection. All right, another par 3 here. Yeah, it's definitely running off on all sides here. Yeah, I really do like that effect. You don't see it very often, where the green just runs off into the bunker. But I mean, on a course like this, I think I think it fits in with the Australian sandbelt theme. I think bunkers do this, where the green is just like connected to it. I wish they could make the transition just a little bit better from bunkers to other surfaces, but that's just the limitations of the designer right there. All right, so I'd be playing this shot a little bit more into this area. I wouldn't be messing around with that back left side. I'd be trying to get it kind of up into here and having a good putt at the pin. Finally hit it kind of straight. Wow, that rolled all the way off. I can't believe that. Yeah, I have a lot of work to do getting better at this game, but hopefully we'll get there over the course of this series. It should help playing more than one course every 6 months or so. All right, there's your classic fast, but it's a good chip. I'll take that. All right. Oh boy, a big hole here, 601. He's got a fence here. Is that out of bounds? It is out of bounds. Yeah, okay. Well, that makes this hole better. Yeah, so there's a system that I use for course management, and I don't want to get into too many details about it, but it's called Decade, and basically you'd want to be playing at least 33 yards away from this out of bounds post. So I'm guessing it would approximately be in here. That's about your 32, 33 yard mark right here. And it just makes sure your average shot dispersion is keeping it away from out of bounds hazards like that. Like, you'd rather be over here kind of in this area than you would be out of bounds right. So you definitely want to favor left on this hole. I'd be aiming it about up in here. But we do have a downwind, so there might be a chance I get it home. That was a good drive. All right, we might have a swing at this. It's still 281. And I'm using the tempo player type, not the distance player type. So I don't have quite the distance that we had in the last game. But it seems like this shot, I don't know if I would hit 3-wood, especially with this out of bounds lurking, because in order to get it up into this area, you really have to take on this out of bounds fence. And I don't know. I don't know if that's quite the play. But it does look like a pretty tricky pin up here, with a little false front right in front of it. The other thing, too, to think about is that this bunker shot wouldn't be that difficult if you could get it all the way up. It wouldn't be... If you could get it into the front section of this bunker, like just up above where my cursor is, you could definitely play... You would definitely hit 3-wood here and get it up into that area and kind of play it more towards the pin or even a little bit left of it. Because that bunker shot wouldn't be too bad. But I don't know that I can cover this little front tongue, and I wouldn't want a super long bunker shot here. So I may just lay this up, get it up into here, and then leave myself a little bit of a pitch in. I can't decide. I don't know what I would do. This is a good hole. This is a good... It's a good strategy test. I think just because I'm in this video, I'm going to hit 3-wood, but I don't know if I would hit 3-wood in real life. It's a good... This is a very good second shot into a par 5. I really like this one. It's making me think. I don't know quite what I would do on an actual golf course, but I'm going to hit 3-wood here. So I'm going to get away with it. I'm going to get it down here, and I'm going to have a good angle for my chip. And I'm rewarded for taking on this shot because now I don't have to deal with this false front hardly at all. But I definitely brought in the out of bounds a lot more hitting 3-wood there. So that's a really good second shot. I really like the strategy on this hole. See, and I hit it slow, and I'm still going to use that slope. It's so frustrating. I really hate that about the chipping in this game, where it just goes so far left. That would never happen in real life. It's, ugh. I get very frustrated by this game. Ooh, and I almost made it anyway. That would have been really nice. So it's just a par on that par 5, unfortunately, after 2 good shots off the tee and into the green. But okay, this is a 428, but I mean, this is just definitely driver. I'm using a shorter driver, so I think the strategy on this hole might have been maybe you can try and cover this bunker, but I certainly can't with these clubs, so tee shot's just into here. I wonder how far it is off the tee. Let me use the yardage book here, and you can see it's 292. So, I mean, I would be able to cover that in real life. And if I was to be able to cover that in real life, I probably do try and take it on. It doesn't look like left is pretty tough, though, because it leaves a really awkward shot over that bunker if you're in the rough. You wouldn't be able to stop it very easily. So it might be just 3-wood out into this area as well. But in this game, I can only carry a 274, so driver is definitely the play here. But we got it in play. Okay, so it's up 20 feet. Yeah, this is a really nice look. Man, his bunkering is just so good. I love the look of that. Because that is a difficult look to achieve in this game. Just how deep faced they are and how much they look like. They really do look like real bunkers, which is... I can't express how hard it is to make that look that good. So kudos on those. Those look amazing. I really love the look of those. But okay, it's uphill and it's into the wind, so I'm probably just going to hit full 5-iron, and I would definitely be playing this right of the pin. I wouldn't want to be bringing on that left bunker here. It wouldn't be too bad, but it's definitely a spot you'd be aiming away from. So I'm just going middle of the green here, and hopefully I can hit a good shot. I don't know how that's a very fast. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't get it. I've worked on it on the range. I've practiced a little bit. I was too scared to come in this without having played the game much, but man, I can't figure it out. I don't understand. So I got some work to do for sure. But let's just go with the sand wedge here on a chip shot. I think chipping is easier for me. Yeah, that worked out really nice. I prefer the chipping to the pitching for sure in this game. I seem to be able to time it up better for whatever reason. All right, we got our par. Now this is the other hole. Is this the other hole? Is it that? Okay, no, that's not hole 1. So that must be like hole number 8 or something like that. I didn't look at the layout. I might go and look at that after this round. Go into F10 mode and go fly around a little bit. But oh yeah, this is basically how much are you willing to cut over these trees. It looks like I can just hit driver, though, in this game, but I would definitely be hitting 3-wood here. I would be hitting 3-wood, trying to get it into here. I'm left-handed, so I would be able to play a draw. This hole would actually set up really nicely for me in real life, but I think in this game it's still just driver because I only carry a 274 in this game. So I think it's driver, and you want to be able to, you're wanting to push it up as close to these bunkers as you can so you can have the best angle in, which it's another great strategic design. Not surprised that it came from B101. That's a good hole right here. It's just not fast. Oh, I found myself in the bunker anyway. That's why you don't hit driver. Yeah, see? My character is me right now. That was a perfect 1-to-1 reaction. All right, let's see. Boy, this is an awkward shot. Let's see if a pitch will do anything here. I think I'm probably going to hit a 60-degree pitch. It's 50 yards, so it's about up into here. And yeah, this green is diabolical. It's another nice short hole. I love a good short par 4. This is awesome. This is really nicely done. Ooh, wow, I had a little spin on it. Oh, that was nice. That was very realistic. That's impressive. I really like the way that ball reacted. That was very reminiscent of golf shots on the course where it kind of stays there for a second and then rolls back. It did have a hill, but it looked like there was some spin too. Did I do it? Oh, I thought I did it. That was close. Yeah, I need some help. I need somebody to teach me what to do. All right, here we are. 9th hole. Ooh, a par 3 finishing hole. And a pretty long one at that, 214. And this is a front pin, so this is probably a 220-yard par 3. I don't know that I can hit 5 hybrid and get it there. But it does look like short is actually a good spot to be, like, in this area. So maybe bouncing it up is the play. But it's into the wind a little bit. I don't know that I'm going to get it all the way there, but I don't really want to take anything off of a 5-wood. I think that would be... I'd basically be trying to carry it to there. I think I'm just going to go with the 5 hybrid and accept that it's going to end up short. That's probably what I'd do in real life, too. Probably take 1 club less and try and bounce it up. But then if I ended in here, I mean, I'm probably putting this in real life from where my cursor is right now. Like, that's a putt all day. So I'm going to hit 5 hybrid here. And I'm probably taking almost dead aim at it, maybe just a little bit left, just to make sure that I'm missing it more on the green side than getting it over into here if I hit a fast or anything like that. There you go. I don't get it. I don't understand how that's like that. Oh, it makes no sense. It's so frustrating. All right, here we go. Oh, that was pretty good right there. I'll take that all day. Now, that should be spinning. That is very unrealistic. That is right where you'd land that shot, and that should be stopping. So that is very... I don't like that. I don't think that is a very realistic golf shot in this game. That was a very nice bunker shot. But you've got a 47-foot putt to make up for it. Boy, eating my lunch through 9 holes. I'm +4, and I'm playing on pro, so this isn't even isn't even as difficult. So this is the 10th hole, and this is the one that was like right next to, yeah, that's number 1 over there. Okay, so, oh, very nice. All right, we got a 537-yard par 5. Let's go look up by the green. Yeah, so you can see this green. Look at how crazy this is. A huge false front on this front of the green. Yeah, if you hit this false front, you can see it's going to roll all the way back, and then you're going to have this really difficult chip shot over these tiers. So that's a very cool green design up here. But yeah, this is driver all day. It doesn't really make too much sense with this 274. I probably can just hit driver on this line, and it's going to get as far up here. And on a par 5, you'd want to be you'd want to be taking on these bunkers anyway, because if you lay up, you're not going to get there anyway. So you might as well try and hit driver and get it up into a spot where you can go for this green in 2. All right, here's the second shot into here. So now you'd probably want to be playing it over to here, especially with this left pin, because neither short left nor long left looks any good at all. You'd have that really difficult tier to go over if you're long left, and you'd have to chip it over this giant hill if you're short left. So definitely the play would be out into this right area here. Give yourself a ton of green to work with, and make sure you're giving yourself at least a simple chip if you're going to miss it to the right up here to this pin. So I'm going to be playing this over into here, making sure I give myself an eagle putt, or at least a chip from this right side. And that shot looked pretty good to me. Get up there. See, it just rolls back. Ah, man, so close. But I do have a good angle. See, I still have this angle over here, which is what we were going for with that strategy choice. So now we just got a simple pitch all the way across the green. Yeah, we'll take that. That's pretty good. Pretty good chip for me, for my poor quality. I finally made a birdie. Can you believe it? All right, revenge tour here on the back nine. Trying to get this back down to even. Oh, I love a good short par 3 too. This is so nice. It's almost like an island green just surrounded by bunkers. A nasty little pin up against this bunker where the green is definitely rolling off into the sand. Ah, it's so nice. Yep. And just the environment too. I mean, I love it surrounded by these trees. It's kind of in this little hollow. This is a great look. Man, this is one of my favorite holes on the course right here. Yeah, this one might be the thumbnail picture right here. I love the look of this hole. Just a short par 3, but bunkers everywhere. I love it. All right, and I would definitely be playing this over here. I would probably, let's say that this is 4 paces off of this left edge of the green here. From 130 yards, you'd be playing that at least 7 from the edge, and then with those bunkers there, you're probably playing it almost 5 paces left of this pin. So I'm probably playing this over here, and then with the wind, I'm probably even playing this almost into here. Ooh, I stayed out of the bunker. I thought that was going to roll in. Look at how close I am. I thought that was going into the bunker for sure. Whew. All right, we got a good look. Let's take advantage. Keep this revenge tour going. Please turn. That didn't turn at all. And look at how far it's going. What just happened? Oh, I guess it was really downhill. I didn't even see that. Well, there you go. I think I would be beating myself in this video game right now. I would definitely be playing better than I am here. That's going to miss right, isn't it? Oh, that is so frustrating. Oh. Revenge tour over, folks. Call it off. Ooh, this is a good long par 4 here. And yeah, I think you're supposed to be able to at least cover this bunker and maybe even that bunker. Let's see what this yardage book says, how far it is to cover this far one. It's 323 there. 305 here on the second bunker. And then this bunker is 287. So and then what is it to the run out here? This run out's 330, so I mean if I'm playing this hole, man, this is another good tee shot. This is really, really good. I'm probably playing driver. I'm probably playing driver on this line unless it's downwind or really firm. I'm probably playing it over to here, and I'm just trying to keep it short of those trees straight through the fairway there. But if I can't quite do that, then I'm probably playing a 3-wood out into here some more and just accepting that I'm going to have a long iron in anyway. That's probably what I'm doing in real life on this hole. But it's a really nice geometric tee shot. Like you got to figure out what line you're willing to take it over these bunkers on. So I'm probably playing this in here though in the game. Probably going to aim it right here. We'll take that tee shot all day. That was very nice. So 201 still, but you can see the bunker, or the green is really large and very sweeping again. So it matches the length of the hole for sure. He's done a good job of the larger greens are on some of these longer holes, and then obviously the shorter holes have some of the tighter greens with a lot more hazards surrounding it. Like that 11th hole back there, bunkers everywhere because it's a short 130-yard par 3, but this one, 481, a little bit bigger of a green, a lot more forgiving around the green. Makes total sense. I really like it. All right, keep drawing in for me, please. Ah, I caught the wrong side of the slope. Look at how far that rolls. That rolls all the way off the green in this game. That's just not something that used to happen in 2K21. That probably would have rolled to the left side of the green, I think. Because that was very penalizing for landing it on the middle of the green, which I don't think was his intent, but maybe it was. I got a perfect. I think that might be my first perfect of the whole game. Especially of this round. Definitely of this round. Alright, gotta get this in if I'm going to get back to even. There we go. Alright, 13 hole. It's par 5, long par 5 again. Same kind of diagonal concept here, and it's definitely... The camber of this hole is to the right. So the more you take this on, the better chance you have of staying in the fairway. But if you're too conservative with your line off the tee, it's going to roll into the rough anyway, and you're not getting home in 2. But it doesn't look like we're getting home in 2 anyway, with it being 602 yards. So I'm probably going to be taking on this bunker pretty aggressively. In real life, I'd probably be blasting it directly at that through bunker that you can see right there. That'd probably be my good aiming point. So I'm going to aim pretty much right at that and try and get this in the fairway at least. There's a fast. Makes no sense. It's also really penalizing with these fasts. I mean, I hit that 246. I don't know. That didn't feel any different than some of these other shots I've hit. So I don't know what to think about this game yet. There's another crazy fast. That just doesn't feel like that at all. But it kind of ruins the strategy of the second shot. I was hoping to evaluate the second shot a little bit more. But it does look like it falls off pretty severely on this right side, but you definitely want to be over there than over into here. This shot just looks terrible. The whole green is running away from you, and you just have nowhere to really land a bunker shot that's going to stop it, especially to this pin. If you're in this bunker, you are toast. So I think that this ball, if I get it to here, it's going to roll all the way off the green, just with the way these greens are rolling. But I got to try and get it. I'm probably just going right at this pin and accepting that if it rolls over to the right, it's just probably off the green. But that's what I get for hitting a crappy tee shot and having 167 yards into a par 5, I guess. It's not designed for a shot of this length into the green, so it's kind of what you got to live with. All right. This could be okay. And there it goes, rolling back. It's a good shot, though. Right at it. All right, you're just trying to two-putt from here. There's no chance I'm trying to make this thing. Ooh, and then I almost did make it. Wow, that would have been huge. I think my even par aspirations are closing quickly in on me here. That 3-putt at the par 3 was killer. All right, this is the 14th, par 3 here. Crazy green. So I love these kinds of greens. So this is my style right here, having crazy tiers, crazy swales, false fronts. I love this stuff. Some people don't really love it. They'd prefer to have very flat putting areas, but I definitely prefer this in real life and in this game, but definitely in real life. I think these courses they're just more fun. Yeah, I just find these tiers more interesting. I've played so many courses that are just like dead flat on the greens, and I mean, you just get used to it after a while. And you get to a course like this, and you just love having these swales to play with, the creativity that goes around this place. I think it's more fun, especially when you've seen so many courses before. I love having very interesting design like this, even though it can be frustrating when your ball rolls back on a tier and you have crazy putts over swales. It's more fun to have these creative uses like this back left area where it could roll down here to the right towards this pin. I think that's a lot more fun. But anyway, this is up 16 feet, and it's into the wind, so I better be taking one club more, making sure I try and get it back there. Crazy looping on that swing path. I'm surprised by that, too. I don't understand that. Look at this ball run away. That's crazy. Because what color of slope is this right next to me? I mean, that's like a lime green. That's not even a yellow, really. So that's rolling back a long way. These greens definitely roll out more than PGA 2K21 does, that's for sure, especially off the tiers. All right, hole number 15. It's a par 5. 569 looks pretty reachable. It's a little downhill, and I've got it downwind. So definitely going to be taking on this bunker here. It looks like maybe you could run out into this if it was downwind enough. 338, not really. But I do think you would definitely be hitting driver here basically every time. It's just a tight tee shot with these woods over here. This tree line, that would make you second guess it, but I think you would hit driver, and I think you'd just be taking it kind of over the left corner of this first trap in front of you here. I think that would be that would probably be the line that I would play. And if you hit it into this left bunker, you're laying up anyway. So yeah, pretty much over the left edge of this bunker. There we go. That's a good one. Yeah, 320 off the tee. That's good. That'll give us a good angle in. The closer you get it over to this left side, the better angle you have in, because you can see that this bunker is cutting off a decent portion of this green. Not a ton, but this back right area would be pretty inaccessible. That'd be a great pin for this par 5. I'm sure that's one of the pins out here. Well, I'm looking at this pin location, and I can't quite decide which side of the hole I'd want to miss it on, because I don't really think that any particular spot around this green would be too terribly difficult. I think this bunker would be okay because you have a ton of green to work with, and you could land it on this downslope and it would roll even further. I think this back left spot is probably the worst spot you could go because you just have a really difficult bunker shot up over it, but it looks like you have enough green to play with that you would actually be able to stop that bunker shot. And then down into here, I mean, if you're over on this side, you're probably got a pretty easy chip. You have that little tier to navigate, but I don't think it would be too tough, so I'm probably just going to send this one straight at it. I think it is probably a 5-wood, though. I think 3-wood goes a little bit too long, so I'm probably hitting 5-wood here. There's your classic Everett fast right there. Oh, I didn't even get in the bunker. I'm in the rough. But I think I have enough green to work with here that this is not going to be too much of an issue. And I say that, and then I do that. Oh, boy. I don't understand how that went that short. It was barely slow. That's frustrating. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Somebody let me know what I'm doing wrong. I don't understand. That was a pretty good bunker shot. I'm going to get out of here with a par, but not played the par 5s very well, which is an area that if you want to score well, you got to play the par 5s well. Let's see what I did play the par 5s in. Well, I guess I'll get the scorecard at the end. We can check that out later. All right, we're here at the 16th. And another hole where you've got to decide which angle you want to take it on. It's a nice short par 4. 361 yards. You can do a lot of strategy with this. Do you really want to play it up into here, cover these bunkers, and bring that bunker into play? Or do you want to play it over to this side and try and keep it short of those traps? So let's check out how far everything is here. So it's 297 through to those traps right here. Covering this is like 269, 270. So basically, if you're trying to take on this area of the hole, you are bringing these bunkers into play regardless of what club you're trying to do, because you have to carry a 270, and only 20 yards between these two. You're not carrying these and keeping it short of these. So if you aim it over here and you push it to the left, it's going to go into that bunker for sure. So with that with that being said, I would never hit driver here. I don't think I would ever try and carry these bunkers. There's just no reason for it. And there's plenty of layup room over here to the left. You've got tons of room. So I think I would be trying to play 3-wood or something out here to where I'm taking these far bunkers out of play and I'm playing it left of these bunkers over here. I think that's probably the route that I would go. But let's hit 3-wood over into here and just, I think I would hit 3-wood in real life, and I think driver might roll through. So I'm going to hit 3-wood here. And I think this is actually a good angle into this green. As you can see, you have a lot of you have a lot of green, you have a lot of vertical length on this green that you can play with. Hitting it over to this left side, it's almost a little bit of an illusion where it looks like you might have a better angle from over here, but you've got to deal with this false front, and you've got to deal with the false front on that right portion of the green, and then it's actually running away from you for a front pin over on this middle section, just above my cursor here. So I actually think if you play it over here to the right, you're left with a harder shot into the green than you are with just the sandwich into your hand going straight up the gut. So I think it's a little bit of an optical illusion. I think going left on this hole is actually a little bit better than trying to take on that tee shot. But all right, we're into a pretty stiff breeze, so I got to play this pretty long. Just an unbelievable fast. I don't understand it. Come back. Oh, that's crazy. Bailed out. Thanks, B101. I needed that one for pride purposes. All right, hole 17, here we go. Another short hole. This is awesome. Tons of short holes on this course. I don't think I can cover this, but I'm definitely going to try, because why not? I'm getting smoked on this round anyway, so we might as well go for it. This is definitely designed as a drivable par 4. And, yeah, this looks... I love a good drivable par 4 as well. I'm a sucker for those. And it looks like we got a green that actually... It's actually pretty tame for what I expected of a drivable par 4. But, I mean, it's very difficult to keep this one in play. It looks like that front left bunker would catch a lot of tee shots for people going for it. And then it looks like there's a bunker long as well that I'm sure the green is also rolling out into. So, but I'm still going to go for it. I'm downwind. Nothing to lose. 3 over par on the day. We're going for it. Oh, and I hit a really nice one. Oh, I covered it, but I was too far left and it kicked in. But this is a very easy bunker shot. This pin is pretty easy, I think, for this hole. Yeah, so let's go check out long here. Yeah, see, you can see how it's going to go off into this, and you'll be in this bunker here, and it looks like everything's sloping away from you. So it's probably pretty tricky if you can hit driver far enough, because then you're bringing in this back bunker, and I don't think you want to be in this back bunker. But as a short hitter in this game, I'm liking this hole. I just get it up into this front bunker and have a good chance at it. So that should be spinning, and I don't understand why that doesn't spin in the game. I can't decide if they think it's because it's fast it's not spinning, or if it truly just doesn't spin, because that bunker shot would have spun right there in real life. Oh, I missed it right, and it's going to roll a long way because it's downhill. I forgot to account for the downhill again. All right, we're going to putt this one, though. So that's another thing that I've noticed with this game is the percentage. It's saying 40%. I think I'm going to smoke this ball. I'm going to hit it at 40%, but watch how quickly this ball comes out. I think there's something weird with the mechanics from putting from the fringe, so check this out. See how hard I hit this thing. Well, I hit the center of the hole, so it didn't matter, but it was definitely going faster than what I think it should have been for having my cursor aimed right at the hole. All right, here we are, the 18th hole. Yeah, we saw this one. So this was I think this was hole 8 going to the right. So this is 8, and then 9 was the par 3. So this is 18. Yeah, gotcha. Very nice. So 9 must be right. That's the green right over there for hole number 9. It's a 460-yard par 4, so you're probably leaning towards driver unless there's a good reason that you're not hitting driver. And I'm thinking here it's probably just driver, and you just got to take on these bunkers. I don't think you can realistically lay it back here. Because, I mean, how far is this into the green? Let's see what it says. If you lay it back into here, you're leaving yourself 215. You could do that. It wouldn't be the end of the world, but I don't think that'd be very fun. You would definitely be wanting to give yourself 100, and if you could, get it up here into the 320 range, have 158 in. I just don't hit it far enough in this game, so I can't cover this left bunker. But I'm sure my target off this tee would be right about in here, probably just inside the right edge of this bunker over here. But in this game, I'm trying to play it over into here, but with the wind, I'm going to aim it over here. And just hit it crazy fast, but push it, so ends up being okay. We'll take it. I'll figure out those fasts eventually. So we got 179 directly across here. Let's check out where this green is. Really sloping all over the place. Yeah, this is, man, I love these greens, but I would definitely be avoiding this back right bunker. That looks like it would be not a very fun bunker shot. I would definitely be trying to play this a little bit short, kind of into this area, and if I did pull it and get it up into here, I'd love it, but if it rolled down into here, I'd be fine having a putt up over this tier. 179 yards in, you just got to accept that you're going to have some longer putts sometimes. So let's play it over into here, see if we can get it up there close. The push draw. Oh, I carried it too far. Oh no, I'm in the bunker. I said it was going to be no fun. Oh boy. Alright, let's see if I can take control of this bunker shot. You can see it sloping away a little bit. This is not going to be easy. How is that very fast? I just don't understand. I don't get it. Alright. Even that was fast, but that was actually a pretty good shot. Look at that thing roll out, though. I mean, yeah, you just can't hit it in that bunker. It's a nasty little pin back here. That green rolling into the bunker is a seriously difficult thing to deal with. Oh, thought I had it. And there you have it, everybody. That was West Yarra Golf Club. And look at that, I completed a round without invoking the stroke limit. The bar is that low right now. But what did I shoot? I shot 76, 5 over. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was a B101 course, so clearly I was going to enjoy it. There's not too many criticisms for me to have. He's a very established designer, and I love that course. It was a lot of fun. I loved the greens, loved the challenge around the greens. I wish my game was a little bit better, so I could have played it a little bit better. But, yeah, a lot of strategic elements in there, too. New designers, definitely check this course out. You can get a lot of ideas from somebody who really knows what they're doing in this course designer. So, bravo, kudos, and yeah, awesome course. Really enjoyed my time here. And yeah, with that being said, guys, that's going to conclude this first course review. Let me know what you thought about it. Let me know what you thought about the course, and if you like the style that I went for, if there's anything you'd change with the way that I cover some of these courses. I hope some of the feedback was helpful in some way, or at least interesting in some way. That's really what I'm going for, is just making some interesting, just pointing out some interesting things that maybe I think about that maybe some other people wouldn't have thought about, but I really enjoyed it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and have a great day.